Greetings, YouTubers. I'm making a short video here about a Vizio LCD TV. According to this one, is the model E480I-B2. This is a 42-inch TV, and the problem we have here is that it's intermittently shutting off after it's been running for a while. And I decided to open it, take a look. Looks very simple, but let me show you what I did. First of all, I cleaned all the dust using duster, blower duster, and a little brush, to clean all the components, up and down, up and down. But before I touch, I was visually inspecting all the components, and I couldn't see anything until I cleaned. What I did was disconnect all the possible connectors, and then try to see if there is a problem with the connectors. I didn't see any problem with the connectors, but I did disconnect the LCD that is fed through here. And then through here, I inspected the LCD. It's well seated. It has a lock. So I just put it back. I clean it with alcohol. And then I decided to move further to disconnect and clean every single connector. Dust is the worst enemy. And when I was working on this side, I noticed something that I think this is what the problem is. So I disconnected this one. I previously disconnected already, and I took off the screws for the bore. And as I move in this one, I realize that this connector is loosened. This board, this is the main power board, and it connects to the driver board. The driver board connects to the TV board, if I could call it. I don't know exactly the proper name, but this is where all the TV signal is generated through the tuner, through the output, input video signals, and they are sent to speakers and to the LCD panels underneath. There is a couple of switch connectors here. Let me move the light. That they look pretty good. But usually these connectors, somehow they glue, the soldering with heat, with time, goes off. But that's not the case today. And there is another one on the other side, one for each channel, left and right. And in this one also looks pretty neat. But I'm not gonna touch those, since if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So what I did was remove this panel first and disconnect it completely. And that's when I realized the problem right here. I saw this one that I couldn't see with all the dust. Do you see the smoky area? And then I moved the connector and I realized it was loosened. So by looking at these pins, I'm going to put it on the black. The pins are not clear either. That's because false electrical contact is being generated and there is some carbon on it. So the contacts should look like these ones. Very clean. Okay? That's why it's important to remove every single connector and make sure you have the right power. So thanks to moving this connector, and then I flip it on the other side, and I realize some kind of a smoky heat generated area on this side. Again, I'm not 100% positive this will be the problem, but that is a problem right here. So I disconnect from the main power, remove 9 screws, 3, 6, 9, disconnect the TV board, and then we lift it so we can see behind the connector. And this is where we can tell the moving parts. Hopefully you can, there you go. So you see, within time, this one heats up, the soldering becomes weak, and it loses contact. And that's one of the reasons the TV shuts off. It shuts off the video. The audio keeps playing. So there you go. You see that? So what I'm doing today is I'm going to try to fix this. I have my gun ready and hot to the maximum. So I'm going to apply, probably remove that old soldering. And I'm going to apply new soldering. Unfortunately, I don't have the thinnest one, but I have this one that is included with flux, clear flux. That is going to help it to clean. And I also need to remove the old soldering and put new soldering. Unfortunately, I cannot do it with one hand, so that's going to be part 2 of the video.